This is Grisha for Figma Plugin, and in this video we're going to recreate some emails from Starbucks in Figma and then export these as HTML element templates in Figma. We're going to import design and then update the design and export as HTML element template. So let's get started. So this is a site called Really Good Emails where you can get some emails code, and now I show how you can use this email code in your Figma designs. So this is an email. Let's get a code, HTML code of this email. To do so, click on the button, then switch to the code. Get copy code, then run the marker email generate Figma plugin. To do so, called marker plugin. Let's create a new project. Then click on this import button, then paste your HTML email code here and click import email. And after that, as you can see, email generated in Figma as editable design. This design even have auto layout already. So this is a cool way if you have some HTML element templates and you want to import it into the Figma to use it for your designs, as for example assets. You can use marker email generate Figma plugin. With this plugin, you can import HTML to Figma and then export HTML to Figma from Figma too. So this is the email, and in this tutorial, we're going to create an email for the Starbucks inspired from this design. I'm not going to redesign email as is. I'm going to make it more visually interesting, and let's see how it works. And then I will export it as HTML email template and send a real test and see how it works in legacy email clients such as Outlook and dark mode on Gmail. Create. So this is original mail. We can it's an auto layout. Let's try to preview it. Let's see how it works with the marker plugin. So this is the email code. As you can see, it has auto layout. It's ready to export with the plugin. You can already export it, but we're not going to just export it. We're going to make some changes to make it more visually interesting. Okay, first let's create a new frame with the same width as our original mail. For this tutorial, I will create everything without auto layout, and then I will add auto layout later before the export. So first, let's add color. Let's take the color this color from our original email to copy color from another frame. You can click fill, then click on this icon and get the code. Now you have this email. So let's add some border radius to this email. I would say 40 pixels is okay for me. Then let's create a container frame for the first block, for the CTA first block. I think the 80% of good email design, it's this first block, first impression of the email. So I think it's okay to design it first and make it as cool as possible. So let's add a 20% padding, 20 pixels padding, and add a corner radius 2 to this block. Let's add 20. Don't have this block. Let's get a photo, original photo from the email. To do so, let's create a parent frame. Click fill on this thing, click on this fill layer, then copy Command C and select another frame and Command V. So now you have a frame. I like this photo. It's super cool and super pumpkin spice latte. So let's add a logo on top. And for the fonts, I would say let's try to I think for this email, it's okay to try another font. It will, in my opinion, it will fit better with this design. Instrumental serif. In my opinion, it looks cool and gives some vibe to this email. So let's use this font. So I used this font and a little bit changed text. So I decided to not use PSL, and I think that pumpkin spice latte looks better. So in my opinion, this looks more interesting. And I will talk about the font later. In some cases, it's okay to use custom font for your emails. In some cases are not, but I think for our case, it's okay. So next, let's try to create more interesting visually button. Its button looks cool for me, but let's do it with the style of this font, with the layout. So this is our button. So it's a simply frame with color as we have as the text, and some text with the brown color, brown fill, and with I'll changed design of the text. Let's put a button on center and at the bottom of this header section block. Okay, the next block is this thing with photo. So I decided to use the same font as we have on the top, and I have added some border radius to this photo too, and I decided to use brown color as we have in our email. So next, let's update this section. You can simply copy paste all the content from our original mail, since it's editable Figma design. So I added all the text, and for example, let's try to not use these dividers, and why don't we add background rectangles for these blocks. I want to add, why not, these rectangles for this block. Let's create a new frame, add some more, a little bit lighter color, like so, and then set border radius, like 10, and with 10 padding. And then let's add the auto layout to our parent frame to make it space evenly inside the parent. To do so, select the parent frame, add auto layout on this button, set between 10 and vertical and horizontal spacing for the 10 pixels. And each item okay, we're going to place it evenly later. And as a last step, let's create a footer with the same style of the email. So footer will be just another frame with some layout inside. So this is our updated design for this email, and to make it exportable as HTML email template for Figma with Mark Email generated Figma plugin, it's needed to add an auto layout to this frame. To do so, let's go from section to section and add auto layout to every section.
So, but for the first block, I will not add auto layout. Why? Because I want this block, the whole export, as image. All frames without auto layout with Mark plugin are going to export as image. So I will not do anything with this block, because I want this font work in our emailed clients. So the next option is for the second block, to make it auto layout. Let's select all the content, then click Shift A and set fill Shift A, and let's set an auto layout for the parent frame. Select the frame, then on the right sidebar click this button, set auto layout 2020. Fill container. So let's set fill container for the block 2. It should have fixed fill, and bottom should be fixed width. So this button should be in image 2. So we'll not touch this button. So and this block, let's align items inside each container. And for the footer, all the icons should be clickable. So it's important to make footer auto layout. To do so, select footer, switch to auto layout. So let's select vertical alignment and center alignment for all the content. Set hug content, and the last step is to create a new horizontal auto layout container for all the social icons. To do so, select all the social icons, then click on auto layout and transform it to horizontal alignment. So this is our email. Let's try to preview it in Mark plugin and see how it works. To do so, simply run the plugin. All the links will be in the description. Then select our frame, click on the preview button. So there are a couple of options that you can fit. For example, if you want this font to work across all email clients, not only Apple emails, it's okay to transform it to a text. To do so, you can, in the plugin, select the text, then go to the properties section and select an export as image option. So now this text will be exported as image. And if you want to add a URL to a button, you can simply select a frame, select our button, and put a link here, any link that you want for this email. And for the same for all the icons and texts. So now let's try to export this email as HTML code and see how it works in real emails as Outlook or so. Click on preview button, export, switch to HTML email code, then copy email code. Click on copy email code here. Copy code to the clipboard and go to email testing tool. So let's paste a code to email testing tool. So this is how it works on iPhone, like in some versions of Chrome, some version of AOL, and Outlook 10 years ago. It's common issue with the border radius. It doesn't work in legacy Outlook, but in general, email looks fine. All the spacings, all the fonts, all the links, everything works fine. Even in dark mode. On Gmail. So I hope it was helpful, and all links will be in the description. Thank you for watching.